Welcome back to Host. I'm your host, Carly. Tonight we're going to be doing a ghost story. This story comes from Return to Myself. On this winter night, my son and I went to spend the night in a spacious apartment on the second floor of the villa, which housed the Starfish Diving Club, where I worked. The apartment had a large floor-to-ceiling window and a balcony with sliding glass door. Having settled comfortably in our beds, my son and I were continuing to discuss the events of the past day when I felt a cold wind blowing from the window. I asked my son if he opened the window. He said, "No, I didn't open anything. It is open," he asked. "Is it open?" To be honest, this question was stupid because in order to move the window frame, my son had to at least stand up, which I could not help but notice if he did. I got out of bed and discovered that the window was indeed open. With difficulty, I pushed the heavy trance back. But as soon as I settled comfortably in bed again, the huge window of the huge piece of the window again noisily opened all the way. And indeed, a few more minutes passed. I literally, in a split second, the heavy sliding glass door to the balcony, which had cost me a lot of effort to open, flew off in a different direction with a noise. With what force does one have to push them that they would fly off like fluff in different directions and hit the doorway with a roar, I thought to myself. The situation had begun to scare me, especially the inappropriate behavior of the balcony doors. And I invited my son to spend the night in the corridor next to the room. There was a small sofa on which I settled down, and we brought a folding bed for my son. Having settled down to the rest of the corridor, we felt very uncomfortable and stupid, not knowing how to rationally explain our overnight stay there instead of comfortable stay in that room, especially when the club manager passed by. But unfortunately, he didn't ask anything. Since then, we have reportedly tired of inappropriate instances that happened to us in that villa. Chose this option for spending the night there. In the second floor corridor, it was almost guaranteed that nothing unusual and pleasant happened. So that came from a Reddit user, returned to myself, talking about staying above his workplace and what had happened that night to them. But if you think this story is true or false, please leave it down in the comments. And like always, blessed be and have a spooky night.